Hi everyone, I'm Zain Zayani. I'm the owner of Grow Learning Space. This is actually Grow, and what we do at Grow is we provide lots of learning experiences for kids and adults. And with everyone being at home at the moment, I thought I could share with you a couple of activities that you could do at home with things that you could easily find at home or even at the supermarket. So you'll see a lot of stuff on the table, and I'll start with one of our most fun activities that kids really love to do, which is called the exploding bag. And for that, basically, it's very easy and it focuses on the idea of a chemical reaction. And what you need is some tissue paper. You'll need a sandwich bag that you can seal, and you'll need a plate because it does get messy. And then you'll need some baking soda and some vinegar. So for this, we always tell the kids that, when you mix baking soda and vinegar, what happens is a chemical reaction, and air comes out and bubbles, and it makes the bag, fill up with air and then explode. And kids really love doing that. So what I'm going to do is I just have some baking soda, and I'm just going to put about a spoon of that in a tissue. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little packet, just like that. And then just keep that on one side. And then I'm going to open up my bag, and then I'll just put some vinegar. Just about that much. Okay. And then I'll throw the bag of baking soda inside, but then I have to seal it very quickly. So I'm just going to seal it halfway through. And then just throw it in there. And make sure it's sealed and that no gas or no air can come out. And then you'll start to see, if you can, I don't know if you can even hear it, but the air is coming out slowly. Let's just make sure it's sealed. Sometimes you have to give it a shake. Yeah, there you go. And it will explode, so maybe you want to capture that. Yeah, and it will any minute now. There you go. Exploding bag, everybody. So again, it's always nice to explain to the kids that a chemical reaction happened here, and gas was just trying to escape the bag, and that's why it exploded. So this is a very good activity, very fun. You can do it indoor or outdoor in the garden. All right, so that's the first one, exploding bag. Okay, the second one is also very fun, and it's called lava lamp. And basically for that, you need an empty jar with a lid, all right? And then you'll need some water, some oil. And with this oil, try to go for the light colored oil, not the very dark yellowish color. And you'll need some food coloring. And then you'll need to help your kids, obviously parents, because this is medication. But there's these aspirin tablets that fizz when you put them in water, and that's what we're going to need. We're going to need one of those. Okay, so the first thing is we'll just fill this halfway through with water. Just like that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of food coloring. So I'm going to go with the red because it's lava and we want it to be so just like that. And this is just standard food coloring. Let's just mix it a little bit. And then we're going to add the oil. Now the whole point of this activity is to show kids that oil and water don't mix. That's number one. And then number two is the bubbles that will be created by the tablet will also have a chemical reaction, and you'll start seeing them interact with both liquids, which is really nice. So we're going to pour in the oil, about that much. And then immediately you see the liquids separating because, again, oil and water don't mix, so it looks like this. And then I'm going to drop the aspirin. Again, if you don't have aspirin at home, you could use vitamin C tablets that also fizz when they are put in liquid. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it in like this. And then you'll start to see the bubbles coming out. We can even close it. So you see. So, and then the kids really enjoy this because it keeps working over and over again. So the tablet is, I don't know if it shows, but this is basically what the lava lamp looks like. And it will keep on, the bubbles will keep erupting as far as the tablet goes. So this is lava lamp. Again, it's very fun. The kids can just put it on their bedside table and they can just keep popping in the tablets and see the effects happening. Okay, so that's our second activity. Again, very easy, very fun, and it displays some nice chemical reactions. The third activity that I want to talk to you about is called salt art, and this is actually very popular at Grow. And for that, you just need just plain paper. You'll need an aluminum tray, and then you'll need some salt, and then some white glue, and then you'll also need some food coloring mixed with a little bit of water. So I'm just going to prepare first the water and the food color so that we have it ready. So we'll just need a little bit of water. And then again with the food coloring. And then the nice thing about this activity is you can always, show your kids if they mix red with blue, what color do they get? Or red with yellow, what color do they get? It's a nice way of teaching them about mixing primary colors. So this is blue with a little bit of red, and then this is just blue. So blue and red makes purple, blue and blue obviously is just blue, and then red. So I have these three colors ready. And you're just going to need normal droppers. If you don't have these, then it's fine. You could just use some cotton buds for it. Okay, so we have this ready for us now. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw or write something, just, sketch. So I'm just going to write, I'm just going to write grow. So I'm just going to draw it with a pencil. And then I'm going to take this white glue and follow the lines that I drew. So I'm just going to, and again, this is just standard white glue that kids use in school, and it's readily available in supermarkets and stationaries. So what I've done is I've just outlined the letters with the glue. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scatter salt on the glue and have the salt stick to the glue. And that's what, will make this really a fun experiment. So you're going to need a tray. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle the salt like this. Okay, just like that. Just give it a shake. And then what will happen is the salt would have stuck to the glue, and then you see it sort of like, it's like three-dimensional. Now before the glue dries, what we need to do is we start coloring. And this is where the science lesson is. So basically it's like you're telling kids that salt absorbs liquid and then it changes color. So for example, if I drop a little bit of red, what happens is that the red drop that I put is actually getting absorbed throughout the letter. So let me show you again. And then we can actually start mixing. So this is purple. doesn't show very well. But the liquid gets absorbed by the salt and actually starts to move, you know, in the salt's direction. So it's a very fun activity for the kids. And then this will need about a day to dry, because it can get very wet. So this is basically, again, a very popular activity that we do at Grow, and it's called salt art. Sometimes we call it 3D art because it's three-dimensional. And yeah, so there you have it. And then obviously you could always mix more colors if you have you know, other food colors, and then just make it into a very colorful piece of art. Okay, so that's our third project. Now, for the fourth one, this is also quite fun. This is a rocket balloon that kids can make out of just straw and a balloon and paper that they can decorate. And for that, what you're going to need is, if you have these kinds of straws, then it's fine, but it would work better with the thick straws, which are basically called the smoothie straws. So they're thicker, and it's easier for the kids to blow into. So we're gonna use one of these, and then we're gonna need a balloon. And you could also, the kids could also decorate their rocket with just using colored tape if you have it. And then you'll need some paper as well, just to make the fins. So let me just do that very quickly. So I'll just cut a square. And then I'm just gonna cut triangles. And this is really fun for the younger kids because you're actually also teaching them about shapes. And you know, when you cut a square into 4 pieces, you can get triangles and things like that. So it's a very educational process. So what I'm gonna do is, you need to put a bit of space on the bottom for where the mouth is, and then you can attach the fin. Oops. So that's one. And just secure it with tape. And then we'll do the same with the other 3 pieces, sorry. That's 2. Okay, I think we'll just have 3 instead of 4. Okay. So these are the fins. Okay, that's the fin. And then we could just decorate it with tape. And kids love decorating, and if you give them, you know, if you tell them these are the things that you can use to decorate, they're going to get busy for a good 15-20 minutes, which is what you want to do. That's one, and then we'll just do another stripe. Okay, and then we attach the balloon. So we just attach it like this. And then we use, again, regular tape to secure the tip of the balloon. And just make sure you don't squeeze it too tight, or else you won't be able to blow into it. Okay? And then just like that, and then you can, when you blow it, it'll just fly off into the air. And it's really fun. Again, you can do this indoor or outdoor. Kids really love it, especially if you make a few of these, and then they can race and have competitions. And it's a really cool idea. And of course, the science or physics part of this activity is that, you know, as you're pushing air, you're blowing, you know, into the balloon, and then there's energy that gets stored here, and then when the air pushes out, it propels the rockets into the air. So there's always a learning objective in all the activities. Okay, another activity that's also quite popular at Grow is a hoop glider. Now the hoop glider is basically, it's something that, again, you throw and it glides, and all you need for that is a straw and paper. And what you're going to do is you're just going to make 2 strips of paper. So I'm just going to show you very quickly. So I'm going to make a short strip on this end, and then I'm going to make a long strip, because I want to end up with having two circles, one larger than the other. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it. That's one, and then that's the other. And again, it's always nice, kids put more value in activities they work on that they can actually personalize or customize or decorate. So you could just give them little markers and they could do like these designs, and immediately you'll find them not want to throw it at the end of the day. They want to keep it with them and remember. So we have this strip of paper. I'm just gonna make it into a circle like this and tape it. So that's one circle, and then the smaller circle, and again I'm gonna tape it. So we have two circles, one smaller than the other. And then for the straw, what you need to do is this bendy part, you just need to tape so that it stays straight. We don't want it bending, while it's in the air. So I'm just gonna reinforce it. So now it won't bend. And then what you'll do is, you're gonna put the straw in the middle here, inside the circle, and tape it. So that's one. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the exact same position and then tape the smaller one on the other end, like that. Okay. I'll just make sure that, let me add a bit more tape here. Okay. So now you have a glider with a small circle and a big circle. And the way this works is you have to shoot it with the small circle in the front. And what happens is, the physics behind it is that the air comes through the small circle and pushes out through the big one, and it actually makes it glide. Ideally, you're supposed to fling it almost straight, not up, and then you'll see it really fly through the air. And again, if you do more than one, the kids can have their own little flying competition, and you'll just have lots of things flying in the air. All right, so there you have it, everybody. We had 5 really cool activities that you can do at home. And these activities, I really recommend you do them as a family, because it really helps with bonding, and it gives you new memories and learning experiences. And I want to thank you for tuning in, and I hope you stay safe, stay home, and stay inspired.